I'm a super lucky guy. Over the last 9 years, I've had the insane privilege of driving some of the coolest and fastest cars in the world. I've experienced the best of the best. So why the heck did I choose to buy this 40-year-old rusty salvage title hunk of junk right here? I've been hiding this Civic from you guys for 2 years. And today, I'm gonna tell you why I bought this old ass Civic. We're gonna finish the build. Oh, what the hell? And finally, by the end of this video, I hope I can convince you to have an open mind. All right, this is my 1988 Honda Civic DX. Before I did all this work to it, it was a totally base model, automatic, super slow Honda Civic. In the hierarchy of Civics, you know, I go to bat for the EF, but I think most people probably think like the EK or the EG or the FL5 are like the coolest Civics out there. This is a track car. I wanted something that I could take to the track, get laps in, get seat time in, and not worry about the aesthetics, not worry about how it looks necessarily. I've been chipping away at this thing for around 2 years now. It looks a lot different than it did when I first got it. And sorry I didn't make any videos about it, but you know, in that time frame, I've been pretty busy. I think other creators can relate to this, but like, I kind of just wanted something for myself that I didn't have to like worry about. I didn't want it to like turn into like a job obligation. I hope you understand, but I could show you everything right now. I could tell you everything. Let's do it. Originally, this car came with a 1.5 liter D15 engine, making around 90 horsepower, probably had like 50 horsepower at the time. Now, we got the B18 C1, dude. This is the poor man's Type R setup right here, B18 C1 block and head, Integra GSR intake, Integra GSR transmission. Civic guys, you guys know. I've been told it's around 175 horsepower. I've never dynoed the car, so I have no idea really what it truly makes, but it feels pretty zippy.
Damn, it's polite.
It's polite. I didn't want something super duper loud.
Dude, the induction is pretty sick.
You can hear that, right? Many years ago, when we were doing Up to Speed, you know, we were writing and doing research on the Integra Type R episode. I started learning about the B18 and how it had like molybdenum coated cylinder walls and like all these cool tricks. M-O-L-Y, B-D-I-N I-U-M, molybdenum.
Molybdenum?
It's a fun word. And just kind of like getting really interested in that motor and being like, someday I want to have that engine. Normally, Honda guys have like their valve cover painted, but like this is not, again, not really about aesthetics, this car. It's about pure function. We did the whole swap over at Hasport. It was myself, Brian,
This is your car.
Scott, Carter, Brian, and Aaron. We're all putting this together in like 3 or 4 days. If you want to see that whole process, it's over on VTEC Academy's channel. Some of you guys might have seen that by now, but if you want to, after this, you're like, I want to see the build itself, go check out that video. We'll put it in the description and at the end of this video. There's an M Factory limited slip in the transmission there. And dude, that thing hooks up. It is really neat to feel a front wheel drive car like hook up on the front. It's a really interesting feeling. So why the heck is a limited slip differential so important? Imagine front wheels right here are what's pulling the car forward. You're gonna go into a right-hand turn. You turn your wheels to do the turn, putting a lot of load on this outside tire. On the inside tire now is unloaded. The power is gonna find the path of least resistance. What a limited slip differential does is now both these tires have equal load going from the engine, meaning that now this outside tire is able to move at the same speed and intensity as this inside tire. It's really frustrating when you're at the track with an open diff car, especially a front wheel drive car, because you know you want to get out of the turn fast. You know you want to put that power down faster, but just feeling that front tire just start burning out, you know you're just losing time at the track. For wheels, I got the NK RPF ones. They're pretty much the Air Force ones of track wheels. They're super light, they're tough as hell. They're not the most stylish wheel out there, but they are practical. Just like everything else on this car, it has a practical reason for being on here. Also, pretty affordable for what they are. 225s in the front, 205s in the rear. It's got a staggered setup. That's a Civic thing. I wanna say they call it like Osaka setup. Something I would love to do at some point. There's a company out there that makes these adapters where you can put turbo fans on the outside. That would be an aesthetic choice because I really don't think that this thing's generating enough heat in the brakes to warrant having like heat extraction on the wheel, but it looks cool.
talk about the stance on this thing. It's sitting
Sure.
pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I've got a lot of camber in the front to make the tires fit under these fenders that I rolled. We'll be doing something to fix that a little later, but it's a racy setup. It's not super slammed. It's just, it's there to lower the center of gravity, help it handle a little better. At Hasport, we installed some Progress coilovers all the way around. There's a Progress sway bar in the rear, no sway bar in the front. That's another kind of like Honda thing, is no sway bar in the front, have the rear be really stiff, again, to promote that rotation, that off-throttle oversteer. What else? I also have refreshed the entire suspension system with new True Heart components, so like caster arms, all the linkages, it's all True Heart, it's all adjustable stuff. Going back to like high-low, you can think of this car as like almost a mid-car setup. If you're building two like EF hatch track cars, grip cars, this would be sort of like a mid-car sort of setup.
If you're like me, you want an off-roading tire that knows the dirt, not something that was cooked up in a lab somewhere. That's why you want to go with today's sponsor, the hand-cooked Dynapro MT2 off-roading tire. They're farmed in rich soil, sand, rocks, and mud, so they get that deep sidewall, massive tread pattern, and scalloped shoulders, giving you the grip Dynapro MT2s are known for. They're composed of a special compound rated for mud and snow. The massive V-shaped lugs give you great sidewall protection, and the shoulders are reinforced, giving you great support and traction off-road, making these Hankook's most aggressive tire without sacrificing drivability too. Yeah, this little guy still got some growing to do. If you want tires grown to handle even the toughest terrains, go with the Dynapro MT2. Click the link below to learn more. Mama, let's start fixing supper. Let's boil some of these up. Boiled rubber, my favorite.
Let's talk interior.
Can't wait to sit in this seat.
Yeah.
Can't wait to sit in this seat.
Yeah, there's no seat, Pablo, I'm sorry. Starting with the wheel, like it's a Narita Dogfight wheel. It has the blue interior in here. We got the blue carpet. I got the blue shift knob. I was like, I gotta have a blue wheel. Front half of the car is still pretty stock. I like having a stock dashboard, even if it's probably heavier. I could probably remove some of this stuff and save more weight. But I like the feeling of having a stock dash. It just gets me in a mindset that I like. We got the hybrid racing shifter here, which I love. We use the hybrid shifter in the EG. We used a Narita Dogfight wheel in the EG. So I was like, I like those parts. I love the hybrid shifter because you can like adjust where, you know, everything is. And it's like just boop, boop, boop. You ain't shifting like me. Boop, boop, boop. Again, this was an automatic, so we had to install the pedal box and the hydraulic cylinder. I think that was from Hush Performance, that whole kit. I had to find a lot of parts to like convert this thing from automatic to manual. But you know, honestly, it's not too bad. We have an auto power roll bar for safety. You know, this is a car from the 80s, and like you look at these A-pillars, I feel like, you know, if you can almost put your entire hand around the A-pillar, that makes me a little nervous, so I wanted something that would support the roof. This seat, I did not pay for. I didn't get it sponsored either. I just stole it from Donut. I'm pretty sure it's in High Z. It was up on a rack, and I asked Adam, hey, I have this track day coming up, can I borrow the seat? So I'll have to buy my own at some point. I got this EFB Motorsports gauge cluster here where my water temp gauge is at. I still need to add a oil pressure and oil temp gauge, but you know, water temp's kind of bare minimum.
What about like a butthole temp? Like
A butthole temp gauge?
Like just so you know you're not running hot.
Oh, I'm always running hot. This is a Cybon carbon hood. This is maybe like the only aesthetic touch on the car. Also, weight savings could be kind of like argued. To get the hood to clear the valve cover, I did have to trim out some of this ribbing here. I had to trim this out. And then also install these risers here. I really wish I didn't have to do that because when the hood's down, like this is coming up.
I've seen this a lot though on a lot of JDM Honda builds. But what's next? I mean, I feel like this is done, right?
This thing is pretty much done. We have one final step. I'm glad you asked, Pablo. These fenders, just the way the fitment is with the wide tires, I've had to camber in the front tires a lot, and it looks pretty sweet, but I think actually I do need less camber. So to give us room for that, I got these fenders right here. We'll install these. We can get the camber dialed in. Also save some more weight. These things are super light. So let's do it. So you might notice we're not at Donut right now. We're here at Mason's shop. He owns the Gamma Goat. My Lozi's here, and he's got some other cool cars in here. This is a little home away from home.
He even has some roadkill stuff. You guys might recognize that.
The Jaguar up there. What is this, Datsun truck? Mazda truck.
Oh my God.
I actually want to drive this thing so bad, but Mason says it's a terrifying death trap.
This is Mason, you guys know him. Go watch the Gamma Go video, it's still broken.
And then my Imperial's up there. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Another tastefully clapped car.
I also really like how the tow hook kind of looks like a tongue.
It's a little tongue guy, yeah.
The first time I saw you working on your Civic after a shoot one day.
Civics turned me from a muscle car guy to like a all kinds of cars guy, really. When I was 18, I thought Civics were so lame, dude. And then I drove one. A nice one, and I saw the light. Honda did such a good job styling this car. I really love how the EF looks.
I think it's funny because you guys drove all the Civics and you didn't even put this in your top like 3.
I know, in retrospect, yeah. I really like the EA patch, this SI that I drove. That I would love one of those.
You guys didn't even drive this car. You
No.
drove the better version.
Yeah, we drove the CRX. You know what it is, dude? Like, CRXs are clearly like the choice, but my second grade teacher drove a CRX, which in retrospect, pretty cool second grade teacher. But maybe that's like, not tainted it, but I'm like, I don't want to drive Mrs. Salemi's car.
Oh, what the hell?
Let's see the weight difference. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, that's nice. Maybe a third of the weight. So these are Osaka JDM fenders. I ordered these a couple months ago.
Well, this thing's gonna look like a panda.
Shout out designer, dude.
Gorilla, they come and kill you with bananas.
Where does this build rank on some of the more stressful things you've done on camera?
This is going pretty easy so far. Don't cross thread, Nolan. Don't be doing that.
Dude, I bet you're black and white so much in this
No,
edit right now.
don't say that. It's just fenders. I think these are gonna take away some of the swag of the car, to be honest, but it'll add functionality, which is what we want.
You know what it needs though? It needs like a waifu sticker on it.
No. And once we adjust the camber like a degree or two, it'll fill this out a little more, and I won't worry about self-clearancing the tires on the fender. This is it, gang. There she is. It's done. You gotta be honest, I liked it better with the white fenders. Less camber, but still tasteful amount.
Let's go pick up some girls.
Even though we got no seats and I'm married. Something I've learned lately is that it feels good to finish stuff. You know, I spent a lot of years picking up projects, picking up hobbies, but not finishing them, not progressing. This project right here, I think I can call it pretty close to done. There's some things that need to be tightened up here and there. The engine's doing a weird kind of like surging idle thing. Why is it doing that? I'll look into that. There's a weird clunking in the front. I need to look into that. But I think it's done. I think I can very comfortably take this to the track and do what it was meant to do instead of kind of like making excuses of like, oh, you know what? It's not quite ready yet. No, I won't go this weekend. It's not done. It's done. And that feels really good. Didn't mean to blow off the tires like that. This car is awesome. I was never a big Honda guy. In fact, I was a pretty big Honda hater in my younger years. But I think this car has reminded me of the importance of having an open mind and trying new things. You know, I've met so many people through this build, through going to Honda events that I would have never met had I just stuck to my Honda hating ways, you know? I'm glad that I took the plunge. I'm glad that I tried something new because now I have so many people in my life that I can call friends because of this car. And now I have an entire new passion, you know? Cool Hondas. And that's not something I could have said 10 years ago. Huge news, guys. Past Gas is back this Monday. Monday, April 6th, Past Gas is coming back. Donut's Automotive History Show. We are going deep on the golden era of the Japanese domestic market, JDM. Mark your calendars. Monday, April 6th, new season of Past Gas. It brings me great joy to say that. All right, Monday, we'll see you there. If you want to see more of this car, let me know down in the comments, and I'll make sure that you get to see more of it. And you know what? I apologize for not showing it to you guys sooner. I work on a lot of cars. I wanted something that I didn't have to feel any pressure about. I hope you guys can understand. Anyway, see you next time. Bye. If you haven't checked out last week's episode, you can check it out right here. We'll see you next week.